Yeah, I did my predictions video on the Grammys. I actually got more right than I thought I would. I was kind of surprised about how many I got right. But yeah, there was some. The ones that I got wrong are the ones that I was pretty sure about, which is, I guess that's the way things go. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be going through my general thoughts on the awards this year and my disappointments, and the things that I actually liked. So, first off, I'm just going to go through the things that I liked, um, mainly being the performances at the beginning of the night where everybody's performing in the same room. I thought that that was like just a really great way to um, one, start the show, and I honestly preferred those performances in that style over just like general Grammy performances on the stage that are just being performed in front of a sea of celebrities that don't really seem to care that much, and I guess select audience members. I preferred them. Just like, it's cool to see artists just perform for each other and clearly enjoying each other's performances. And I also really liked the in memoriam section. I thought that, um, all of those performances were really good. I loved the Little Richard tribute from Silk Sonic. I thought that was great. Yeah, there was just in general really great performances. It was handled very well. They didn't spell MF Doom's name in all caps, which is just like, guys, like, come on, respect the man. All caps when you spell the man's name. So that's a bummer. But besides that, I thought that that entire section was great. And one thing I just want to mention real fast is the censorship of Cardi B's performance in the lyrics were so ridiculous. They were censoring the hell out of that performance, and then meanwhile they're like, it's like extremely explicit choreography. I don't think either should be censored. It's just a whack thing. It's just a weird thing to be happening at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. Starting with record of the year, it went to Miss Billie Eilish. Yeah, it wasn't my choice. I don't think it was very many people's choice. As somebody who defended the hell out of Billie Eilish last year for how many awards that she won, I think she deserved most of them. Honestly, I thought that that was her year. It made sense. I think that the weekend should have swept in a similar fashion this year. I feel like that also would have made sense. Not that the weekend's project was my favorite of that year, but it just, based on the way that the Grammys operate, I don't think anyone would have been too mad at the weekend winning like every category, or a lot of the major categories. Like, no one would be like, "Oh no, he doesn't deserve that." I do like Everything I Wanted. Not my favorite song by her, but I like it. I'm not in love with it. It's not a song that I really listened to a lot after I listened to it the first time, but it's got a nice instrumental to it. If anything, it's a little bit what I have to say about this song is that it does sound like somebody else could have wrote it. It sounds like somebody else could have sang it. It doesn't sound like a Billie Eilish track, not to me at least, which I think part of the reason that she was so interesting last year, why I thought her album was so great, is that from track to track, it sounded different, but it always sounded like her. This is not the way I feel about this track, Everything I Wanted. And is it anywhere close to record of the year? No, I don't think so. I mean, none of these nominees would really have been my choice. I would have went with Don't Start Now just because I feel like this is the best song on this list. I would have been okay with Black Parade. I would have been okay with Savage too. I mean, my favorite song of the year, and what I would have put the record of the year as, is Good News by Mac Miller, which wasn't nominated. So, and I have nothing really I don't have too much to be upset about. People are asking me, like, are you mad? Are you disappointed? Are you happy? The thing is, guys, is um I didn't love the nominations to begin with this year, so I wasn't that attached to any of the results. None of my very top favorite albums of the year were nominated this year. So I didn't really have too much to be disappointed by. But given the nominees, those are my few disappointments, the few things that I had been a little bit upset about. So, like, as far as like the major categories, record of the year, song of the year, album of the year, like none of those were really nominated up here, so I'm not too upset. And the one thing I'll say about this award, regardless of the music, people are mad at Billie Eilish for taking the award. People are mad at Billie Eilish for saying that she didn't deserve the award, because that's cringe. People are going to be mad at her no matter what. This happens every year. Who this year is going to be the most negatively affected by winning a Grammy? And this year, it's probably Billie, because I don't think she felt like she deserved it. I don't think most people felt like she deserved it. And her speech was her apologizing for winning it, which is never a good look. It's just part of the cycle of people winning Grammys. I mean, and people have pointed out that it's a lot of white people winning Grammys over black artists that they think that they should have won. I don't know. Maybe. Wild thought, but maybe the Grammys have some sort of bias baked into them. Crazy thought, I know, but just saying. As far as like Adele apologizing to Beyonce and Macklemore apologizing to Kendrick, and now we have Billie Eilish apologizing to Megan Thee Stallion. And here's what I'll say to all the people saying that her speech was wrong. Fuck Billie for winning it. Anybody who's reacting negatively towards Billie for winning this award, it wasn't her choice. She didn't vote for herself. It was not her responsibility. Getting mad at an 18-year-old kid, I get it. I don't think I would have went the route of saying, like, I'm making my whole speech apologizing for winning the award, but maybe that's the way that she actually felt. So, would you prefer her to be dishonest about it? Or do you want her to be grateful for winning a Grammy that she doesn't feel like she deserves? She said multiple times that last year's Grammys, winning all those awards was the best night of her life. So, and people said last year her apologizing to Ariana for winning was her being ungrateful for winning, or she looked up on that stage like she was ungrateful. She was like a 17-year-old kid, dude. Just like trying to deal with this fame thing. And winning and getting praised by people that she looked up to probably most of her life. That's a crazy thing. We can't judge anyone's behavior in that moment. Like, don't be insane. Yeah, you can just tell that Billie is just uncomfortable with the whole thing. So, let's move on. I think I've said enough about this. Okay, now what a lot of you guys are probably here for, my thoughts on Album of the Year, which I think is the most important category. Putting it record of the year above that feels a little bit weird to me, but anyway. Yeah, Taylor Swift won Album of the Year. Was it my personal pick? No, I didn't want it to win because I wanted, out of these nominees, I wanted Future Nostalgia to win. I thought it was the better record. But am I upset that Folklore won? No, of course not. I think it's a good album. It was on my honorable mentions listed at the end of the year. I will never be upset with a good album winning Album of the Year because it is shockingly rare. I mean, it is just extraordinarily rare that a very good album wins Album of the Year. I will never be upset. I will never be upset that a good album wins Album of the Year. That doesn't happen too often. These are like, the Grammys deserve a little cookie for that one. Okay? I'll pat them on the back for this one. Good job, Grammys. You didn't choose a bad album. I'm very happy for you. Yeah, I'm never going to be mad that a good album wins. It's a good album. It won. I'm pretty happy about it. And honestly, out of all of the nominees, there's nothing that, like, I preferred Future Nostalgia. I did. But, like, is it a crime that Folklore won over any of these? No, it's not a crime. I mean, what in here is so extraordinarily better than Folklore that that we're gonna throw a fit about it, like, or that it's justified throwing a fit about it? It's not here. Like, it's not in the nominees. Like, you can be mad that Punisher isn't up here. You can be mad that Fetch the Bolt Cutters isn't up here. But as far as like what's nominated, there isn't like a crime here. In fact, I think it's probably like one of the most deserving out of all of these. Let's move on to Song of the Year. I called this one. Yeah, solid song. If we're talking strictly songwriting here, it's definitely one of the better written songs on this list. Obviously a great message, great timing. And I like the Grammys for choosing this song. I have no problem with her winning this category. Best New Artist, Miss Meg Thee Stallion. But yeah, no, Megan Thee Stallion won Best New Artist. Yeah, of course I wanted Phoebe, guys. Of course I wanted Phoebe Bridgers to win, but is Megan Thee Stallion undeserving of the award? Absolutely not. So I do wish Phoebe Bridgers won, but Megan had an amazing year, so I'm not surprised. And yeah, I'm not too mad. Pop solo performance, Watermelon Sugar. You know, I don't have a huge problem with this. Like, it's not my favorite song ever, but it's a solid song. It's got good energy to it. It's got a good vibe. I like the song. Can you imagine Yummy winning? That would be so crazy, guys. Can you imagine Yummy winning? That would have been amazing. I actually would have loved it. I wouldn't be happy about it, but like, I think for the memes, it would have been really funny. Like Yummy, a Grammy. Oh my god! Please, it would say the word Yummy on the Grammy. I think best awarded for Yummy by. Oh my god! It would be so good, guys. Holy shit! It would have been so good. That honestly, if I could have any Grammy, like if I could steal any Grammy, it would be the Yummy Grammy. Like if I could take it and it was mine, and if they gave somebody, like if Justin won that award and there's a Yummy Grammy, I'd want it. I'd break into his house and I'd take it. I want that Yummy Grammy. I'd want. I want it now. And the Grammy goes to Yummy. Best pop duo group performance, Rain on Me. I have zero problem with that. I think it's a great song. Yeah, I liked it. I like the song a lot. The instrumental's killer. Ariana Grande kills it on this. I think she sounds great. I think that Gaga sounds great on it too. It's a solid song. Great return for Lady Gaga. Yeah, I would have went with Exile. I thought that was the better song of the two, but out of these nominees, I can't be mad about this. This is a good choice. Of course, the BTS stands were quite upset, but I mean, look at these other two nominations. I was not crazy about this song or this song. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about any of these. I think I'm glad BTS got nominated just because they've been such a force in the industry for so long. It's kind of crazy that they weren't nominated before this. But yeah. Okay, best pop vocal album, Future Nostalgia. I called this one. This is what I wanted. So yeah, another one for the Will Talks Music bingo board. Do It sounds great on every track. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about this album. Out of the nominees, this was my album of the year, and I probably would have given her record of the year too. I think she probably I honestly think she should have swept in like every category besides song of the year, because her lyrics weren't the selling point of that album. Like the lyrics didn't take away from anything, but yeah, I don't think she should have won song of the year, but record of the year, album of the year, best pop vocal album, yeah. Chromatica was pretty good too. Yeah, the only really bad album here is Changes, but I'm happy Future Nostalgia won because I think it's the best out of these nominees. Let's move on to Dance Electronic Album, Bubba K-Tronada. Damn. Yeah, I forgot about this one. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best off of this out of these nominees. It's not bad by any means, but I definitely would have went for in this order, probably Good Faith, then Kick Eye. Or then Kick One, then Planets Mad, then Kaytranada, then Disclosure. I wasn't that crazy about this Disclosure album. But yeah, understandably, people are upset for Arca, but you know, she'll get another year. She'll get another year. Okay, contemporary instrumental album. Oh, Snarky Puppy, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not a Snarky Puppy hater. There's a lot of Snarky Puppy haters, but yeah, I like Snarky Puppy, so that's cool. Glad they won that one. I like that album. Okay, best rock performance, Shamika. See, this is the thing: is I can't be mad. Obviously, I wanted Fiona to win something. I mean, sorry. Obviously, I wanted Phoebe to win something, but I can't be mad at Fiona winning over her. Like, it's Fiona Apple. I mean, I think the way I would have done it is give Fetch, but fine. If you want to give Fetch the Bolt Cutters alternative album of the year, I totally understand that. But give best rock song to Kyoto, man. I like Shamika too, but best rock performance, yeah, even performance wise, like give it. Like if we have a songwriting, I would understand Shamika more, but the songwriting on Kyoto is great too. Yeah, God, Kyoto's such a great song. I just I really do wish that it won best rock performance, but you know what can you do? And the fact that the Strokes weren't even nominated is just so ridiculous for in this category. But anyway, yeah, I wish Kyoto would have won, but good for Fiona. Best metal performance, Bum Rush by Body Count. I've actually I didn't hear this one. I think the only ones I've heard is the In Between Moment, In This Moment, Blood Money, Poppy. Heard that one too. And Underneath by Code Orange. Yeah, I liked all of them. But yeah, okay. Good for Body Count. Best rock song, Stay High, Brittany Howard. Actually, this one hurts. I forgot about this category. Yeah. I mean, I like Brittany Howard. Ugh, I wish Kyoto would have won this one. Oh my god. Yeah, I wish they gave it to Kyoto. Jesus. Okay, best rock album. The New Abnormal. The Strokes. Yes. Could it have been anything else? I think A Hero's Death I would have been okay with, but not next to The New Abnormal, because I thought this was definitely the best rock album of the year. Yeah. The only album I would have been really happy with this year winning over this would have been Eve Toomer's record, but that wasn't even nominated. So yeah, let's go. The Strokes. That's a W. Let's go, guys. Okay, best alternative album, Fetch the Bolt Cutters, Fiona Apple. Yes, I'm happy about that, even though my girl Phoebe's drowning out here. My girl Phoebe is she's getting brutalized. Can't believe it. Elton John's about to fuck somebody up. Elton John is about to fuck somebody up, dude. I don't know if you guys heard, but Elton John said he was going to fight somebody if Phoebe didn't win an award. So I can't wait to see that happen. It should be interesting. Okay, best R&B performance, Black Parade, Beyonce. Yeah, that makes sense. And this is what broke the record for her, right? Yeah, that's crazy. 27 Grammys, right? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And she should have won Album of the Year for Lemonade, so she should have 28. That's crazy. Good for her. Good for her. I do like that song too, so no complaints from me on that front. Okay. Best progressive R&B, It Is What It Is. Thundercat, baby. Let's go. Flying Lotus too. Probably got one. I think he did a bunch of production on that album. So yeah, Thundercat. It's sick. I just don't care about this album. I just don't care about Bigger Love. I don't care. Give it to Giveon. Oh my god. I just don't. I don't know. Whatever. It's not terrible. I would have liked Ant Clemens too, honestly, more so. But yeah, let's move on. Best rap performance. Savage, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah. Honestly, I like that. I think I like Deep Reverence honestly a little bit more, and trust me, I'm shocked to say that Big Sean would have been my pick, but like honestly, I think Savage makes sense, and I like it, and I like the Beyonce feature. It's a good song. Um, yeah, totally, totally deserved. Best melodic rap performance, Anderson .Paak. Yes, that was my pick. Let's go. Best rap song, Savage. Yeah. Yep. Also makes sense. Also makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Out of these nominations, for sure. For sure. Savage. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Best rap album. Okay. Why did Nas win Best Rap Album? Because the Grammys love to honor legacy, and especially when somebody hasn't won an award yet. So, they're going to give it to the guy a lot of the time that they feel kind of guilty for not giving one to over the dude that made the best album that year. It happens a lot. So, am I surprised? Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought that Alfredo was the better album, and I thought it just seemed like something the Grammys would like to award. I don't know. Alfredo kind of made sense. Freddie's been making some waves in the industry for a while, so yeah, I'm a little surprised. I am a little surprised. But yeah, that's it happened. It happens. I mean, worse things have happened, but I'm not crazy about this result. Um, as far as like the other nominees go, I don't know. I probably like the written testimony more. I probably like the allegory more, honestly, than King's Disease. But yeah, Nas is Nas, so I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. Freddie will be fine though. Contemporary Christian music album. Wow. Wow, Jesus is King, huh? That's crazy. I mean, it's too funny, dude. It's too funny. Him pissing on that Grammy. Oh my god, and then he just gets one like 5 months later. It's so ridiculous. Here's the thing, guys. The Grammys do suck. The Grammys suck. There's really no way around that. Um and they are out of touch. At points they are brain dead, and just completely out of the loop. It seems like, out of all the years though, is this the worst result? No, I think a good album won album of the year. I think a good song won song of the year. None of which were my personal picks out of all music ever. Out of the nominees, I didn't have a huge problem with it, but yeah, record of the year was the only one that was a little bit weird. But yeah, the Grammys are in general bad, and they will continue to be bad possibly forever. Does that mean we should get rid of the Grammys? No, I think we should reform the Grammys. It might be too little too late, but I think if it were up to me, it would like industry people would be absolutely disallowed from voting for the Grammys, and it would just be like, I don't know, a panel of, well, maybe not a panel, like I guess like, yeah, a committee, an academy of hardcore music fans. One might call them critics, music critics. I guess they wouldn't have to write, but and I don't know what exactly the process would be. I'm not smart enough to figure that out, but I don't know. I just think that industry ties should be unrelated to voting for who had the biggest artistic accomplishment of any given category any year. And from what I know about the Grammys, there are people that know nothing about certain categories, and probably didn't even listen to the albums that are nominated. That just like, oh, I like that guy, I'm gonna vote for that guy, or oh, that I don't know, that album cover looks cool. Like, there's no vetting process for who actually cares or not. So the Grammys are going to continue to be shitty. But I do kind of love the idea of a celebration of music that is kind of like, not just, we can't just have like the American Music Awards and the Billboard Music Awards and all of that stuff. They obviously operate in different ways, but the Grammys need to change. But I don't know. I feel like the beginning of the night where those artists were all in the same room, all these brilliant musicians performing for each other. I feel like that's what the Grammys should all be about. Yeah, I feel like that's what the Grammys should be about. So, in that sense, I don't know. Kind of made me feel like it gave me mixed feelings about the whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. As far as like my overall feelings, yeah, the Grammys happened, and another year of just kind of not caring that much about a lot of the albums and songs that won. I don't care about a lot of these all that much. Um, I care who wins, and I will continue to care who wins because artists care who wins, and I want the artists that I like and artists that I think deserve it the most to be happy that they won something and they're appreciative of it. So that's what makes me sad that Phoebe Bridgers didn't win something, because I think she would have liked to win a Grammy. Because, like it or not, it's your peers saying, "Hey, you, yeah, we like you the most," and that feels good. It's like if a bunch of music critics were like, "Hey, we like Will the most. He's the coolest." Yeah, they all came together and they gave Will an award. They're like, "This Will Talks Music guy, he's pretty cool. I think he's made the best stuff this year. I think he's done the best reviews and the best music coverage this year." That would make me feel good. So artists are going to continue to care about the Grammys because they like to get the recognition from others in their industry. So yeah, that's why people care. And that's why people don't boycott it, because they want a Grammy. And people will continue to introduce artists on talk shows and podcasts as blank amount nominated Grammy artist, 10-time winning Grammy artist, or if you're Beyonce, 28-time winning Grammy artist. People are going to continue to do that. And we're going to continue to watch it, so everyone's going to continue to care. But if we do want like actual change, I think that something's going to have to change in the voting system and all of that. So, yeah. It's going to have to fundamentally change if we want it to, and I just don't know how that's going to happen. But yeah, those are my last thoughts on it. Grammys 2021 went like a 5 out of 10, something like that. I'm not crazy disappointed with it, with all of the results, and I'm not crazy happy about all the results. In general, the Grammys still remain pretty out of touch, in my opinion, though. Hey, I hope you liked that video. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Also, most of my content is filmed live on Twitch, so if you want to see me film my content live or just hang out, please follow me on Twitch. I have the link in the bio. And yeah, thanks, guys.